So I spent 2 hours setting up vertical streaming for TikTok. Turns out you have to get verified first. It takes 3 business days. Okay, whatever. Let's open up this shit. Yeah. I should probably put on my headphones. Or maybe not. I'll just talk a bit louder, I guess. I'm playing some music on my speakers. So where did we left off? The tubing is done, I guess. Let's finish the texturing. Let's do the largest objects like the stands. So first we need to UV unwrap. Let's change the rotation back. Delete all of this unnecessary duplication. So let's actually need to adjust the model because this front lip is a bit too high up. Let's just add a cut there. Let's actually add a mirror modifier. Okay, so this isn't a separate mesh. Let's just export it as a separate model first. Okay, so let's export the main mesh without this, so it's... Let's just select everything, unselect that. Yeah, so this will have no collision. Let's just add collision so we can step on it. So okay, now the edge is better. So this will be just the base. Next I should add like chairs, probably. So let's open up Blender. This the texture will be simple, so the mirroring can stay. I don't know what kind of material I should make this tribunal from. Add a few seams here. Angle based unwrap. Okay, let's just export it again. Open up Substance Painter, import what is this Tribune? Where is that? Oh, wrong folder. Okay, here it is. Let's try adding a bevel modifier, see if that breaks the mesh. No, this is such a tiny layout. This is much better. Okay, bevel. I think that should work. So now we just bake using the high poly. Okay, looks good. Let's add like, I'm thinking about like the speaker material. It's made from wood, but where do they get their wood from? Like, if it's a desert and all of the flora is like organic, like meat based, there's no wood, like trees are like this, so where's the wood at? And they do have plastics, so maybe it's like plastic wood. Looks kind of like plastic, I guess. It's shiny. Imitation wood, let's just go with that. Also, the speakers are so large, I think I will just make a row of free speakers horizontally and vertically, and like make an array that probably would look a bit better. I don't know if that will look a bit too noisy from a distance, but maybe that will read visually like okay. I think people, like, they go to concerts, they see the speaker arrays, they know, like, they should recognize what that is from a distance. Like, there's round shapes, like in a box that's reads like a speaker. So okay, the material. So let's maybe add, I don't know, maybe it should be metal. Metal is a bit boring, I guess. it's for metal it's really simple. Just add a fill layer with some grunge. Just, well, this is concrete grunge, but this will look like brushed metal. Just don't affect the color metalness, just offset the height a bit so it looks like scratches on the material, and increase the roughness, and also just change the contrast a bit, balance, so increase the tiling a bit. This doesn't show up on stream at all, it's like such tiny details, only visible like here you go, you can see that when the light catches it, then it's visible, like these details. But it really adds a lot, like when you're moving through the game and the lighting changes, you can instantly detect what kind of material it is. But maybe... Okay, let's keep this for the large details. Let's add a scratch grunge. Let's make the scratches deeper, and also tile them a bit more. Well, the pattern is repeating, like there's this large scratch that's repeating in all these places, so yeah, now you can't really tell the repeating pattern like only in these two areas, but that probably won't catch the eye too much. So let's just quickly check how that looks in game. Always check often, because it's really easy and quick to iterate. Just click a few buttons and export. Okay, so again, this map got detected as a normal map because it's blue, but it's actually just 3 separate channels of different like ambient occlusion information and roughness information in the green channel, metallic in the blue channel. So it's full metal, so that's why it's blue. The blue channel is fully saturated. Okay, looks metal. Looks like worn metal. Worn, not warm. Worn. Now it looks warm because the lighting is warm. Okay, so just turn off the smoothing. Not a smoothing. Well, yes, it's smoothing, but it's also called filtering, texture filtering. Okay, looks fine. What is the texture size? Is it 256 or is it 512? It's 512, so it's quite a large texture. Let's just see how it looks like, if it looks a bit more clean. Well, this is subtle. Actually subtle. let's up the contrast a bit. So it's like there's some space to breathe, so there's like an empty space here, deep scratches here. If it's all like too noisy without some place to rest for the texture, it just becomes too much information to handle. I don't really like the deep scratches. Maybe let's just add a white mask, add some paint. Let's delete the deep scratch. Actually, yeah, I can just use the mask to add some variation for the repeating parts. Okay, so now the annoying parts are gone. We have curvature information. Let's try to add a generator for the curvature. My dog is freaking out right now. I'm gonna go walk him in 2 hours. Then I'm gonna go to the gym, get jacked. Let's make this an overlay so the edges look worn. Add a bit of roughness, increase the roughness like just a tiny bit. Maybe, I mean, there's all this golden detail. Maybe it should be gold too, the tribunes. Let's just duplicate the color. No, I think the gold should be like, it should have like gold trim, be like metal, but let's just try to add a black mask with a generator, curvature, the contrast. So now there's gold trim on the edges. I think that looks a bit better. Once I add the chairs, like it will hide the bottom layer. It looks a bit too flat for me right now. Let's maybe pop out the edges a bit by adding some height, or maybe inset them. No, let's pop them out. Okay, let's try adding the pattern that we made. Like, that's where do I use the pattern? I use the pattern on these railings right here. The pattern used to be on the walls, but I actually removed it because it's also quite noisy. Like, the walls shouldn't attract a lot of attention visually. The main action is in the center, so the center has to be like noisy visually. Okay, let's add a bit of color variation. Let's add a generator for the position. Let's just add a gradient so it maybe darkens the top. Okay. Yeah, the trim looks nice because like there's trim on the outside. There's trim on this, like, yeah. Flows nicely, and I don't know, that's let's just add the pattern and do what exactly? Okay, so let's add a mask to only affect this bottom part, the floor. Let's tile it. Oh, 64, no, 6. Not even 6, like 7, I guess. Like this. Let's try to rotate it a bit. Yeah, maybe that's a cool pattern. Okay, so a bit of roughness information, like let's make it rough and set it a bit. Let's not make it have gold trim, because let's actually make it maybe be non-metallic, because then it should look like dust. Maybe darken it a bit. That's the base color is a bit too light. Let's darken it. When a material is metallic, it's always a lot darker than non-metallic materials. Okay, this looks noisy actually. Like straight lines look great, but diagonal lines like are pixelated and really noisy. Let's just remove the color metal. Let's see how that looks. Okay, let's also remove the roughness, just keep the height. Wanna make this subtle. Okay, yeah, that blends in a lot more. Now it's just the height information. Okay, so yeah, it looks like just a pattern. We could add some rivets like to some of these points, but I don't know, that's probably overworking rivets like this. It will be hidden beneath the chairs. So okay, let's call this done. Let's move on. Okay, so let's just... Okay, so this is the high poly. Actually, let's just use the same mesh and add an array. I think it was eight pieces. Empty2. Rotate z, apply mirror modifier, apply array modifier. Okay, so now they're populated, they're where they're supposed to be. I should actually probably paint ambient occlusion where these standpoints meet the tribune. Okay, so the next largest part is probably this tribune stamp part. Have some unnecessary faces. Let's just delete this. Yeah, there's no faces here. Mark a seam. Mark a few more seams. Actually, let's just mirror it. Let's just save a lot of time. Let's save a lot of time. I don't know, it's not really concerned if the seams are outside or inside. Actually, I should probably add seams here, because it wouldn't be visible from the outside. Need to add a seam here. Okay, so this will be a single part. And this will unwrap nicely. Let's actually move the seam. Actually, let's adjust the model a bit. Let's adjust a bit. Sorry. Accent. Why am I sorry? I'm not sorry. Let's add a seam here. Why not? Okay, let's angle-based unwrap. Let's see how that looks. 512. Okay, 60% is pretty decent for an unwrap. And it's mirrored, so like the texture detail will be dense. So let's export Tribune base, Tribune stand, support, let's call it support. Okay, where's the support? Here's the support. Let's remove the material. So let's just export everything except that. Okay, so actually let's not even export these, we are already textured these tribunes. Okay, so as you can see, the objects that we need to texture still are disappearing rapidly, making progress. Okay, so let's actually let's make this a smart material so it's just easily transferred. So let's call it Tribune, just Tribune material. Let's make a new, let's make it a bit smaller, 256 for the size of the material. Let's add a bevel, just really easy to add extra information for the bake, just a few clicks. It does a lot of work for us actually. Okay, let's export high. High poly, I mean. Okay, so we need to increase the distance. No, that won't help. We need to actually adjust the mesh. Oh, it's crooked like that. That's why we have this part. So let's probably just, no, actually let's just adjust it a bit this way. Let's see. No, that made it worse. We actually need to inset it. Fuck, I want to go pee so bad. Okay, let's be right back. Grabbed some food too, some rice. Let's just chill. Make this day a chill stream. Okay. Hot. Okay, so the problem is when you have a rectangle and you twist the ends, when you export it actually has to triangulate, like everything has to be a triangle. So sometimes it puts a triangle here, sometimes here. So we need to add a triangle manually. To make it be a little less twisted. This is twisted and sick. A bit too twisted for my taste. Even for my Joker brain. Okay, let's export the low poly. First of all, support, export. Now let's try exporting the high poly. Let's see what that does. Okay, so we need to re-import. Okay, now there's no red because there's a triangle here, so that fixed the warping, the twisting. Is this red? Is this actually red? Yeah, this is red. Actually, we need to fix the bottom part too. Let's just see if adding without even moving the mesh, should a triangle fix this? and okay, let's re-import the mesh. Okay, yeah, pretty much fix that like this is. Will this work actually? No. Okay, so this baked nicely. We need to just triangulate everything, because all of the faces are twisted. Okay. Looks fine to me. Tribune. Tribune. Material. No, dust. What did I call this material? Tribune mat. Did I actually create a smart material? I did not. Okay, so now I did. Plop. Okay, and okay, whatever, let's export. Just let's not adjust anything. Speed, ship the game, finish the game, escape the matrix, escape from suffering, and that's the goal. Actually, should we escape suffering? Do you think we should escape suffering? Chat, what do you think? Is suffering necessary? Is it optional? Of course it's optional, but is it beneficial? I think suffering is beneficial. What do you think, chat? Like the depressed mustache guy Nietzsche said, like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, so I don't know if I should listen to that nerd. I mean, he does have a point, but when you listen to a person, you actually need to see how they lived their life, not just what they said. If they say something and don't act according to their words, like that invalidates what they say, I think. What do you think, chat? Chat? Is there anyone viewing me? No. Zero chat, whatever. Let's chat in my Joker brain. Chatting with myself. So this is done. It should be actually have like an ambient occlusion to darken the edges and stuff, but nobody gives a shit. I don't give a shit. Let's add an array, as always. Object offset empty objects. Okay. Let's eat some rice. I'm out of rice. Okay, let's just actually hide all of this stuff. Okay, so this is everything we have textured so far. Let's just punch a guy. Let's just humanoid. Let's spawn a humanoid. Okay. Let's just punch him a bit. Okay, he's dead. Do you have any blood? No, he doesn't have anything. Okay, we had our fun. The game is very fun. I had so much fun. Okay, let's unhide. Okay, let's get back to texturing. Let's just apply the same material to this metal part. Just gonna be a 1 second job. 1 minute 1 second. Okay, so we have the smart material. Let's just speed run. Okay, let's put on a timer. Let's do a speed run stopwatch. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we need to UV unwrap. Let's just smart UV project unwrap. No, fuck, we didn't need to do that actually. Let's just 0. Let's delete all of this shit. Bye bye. Bye bye. Let's mirror it so it takes up less space. Okay, fast. Gotta go fast. We're on the clock. Where's the clock? Okay, 37 seconds. Okay, let's mirror. Let's not do the array. Okay, let's just export this. Oh, smart UV project. Let's see if that's okay. That looks pretty good. Should add a seam here. Where is that? Seam should be here. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's export Tribune. Canvas support. Okay, let's import. New 256. Not this folder. Sure, save. Oh, yeah, we need to make a high poly. Let's export. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. We're running out of time. We need to hurry. Okay, just remove this top part. Export. Let's actually change the song. Yeah, Lithuanian pop, always motivating. Canvas sport. Okay, let's make the material. We have 2 minutes left. If we want to make this in 5 minutes or less, I think we can make it. Chat, we're gonna make it. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Let's just nearest filtering. Okay, so Tribune stand. Okay, let's just canvas, apply the material. Let's just check the material. Beautiful, beautiful perfection. It's just so So perfect. Okay, let's hide the bubble. Array. Just got a notification from the dentist. I'm gonna get my wisdom teeth pulled. One wisdom tooth. Okay, speedrun. 30 seconds left. Where the heck is it? Okay, let's just export everything. Okay, we're gonna make it. 4 minutes 44. Okay, done. Time 4 minutes 51 seconds to texture this stand part. But we actually had the material, so it's just exporting, offsetting, like just deleting the old mesh, like all of this shit. I actually want to check out how the speakers would look in an array. Let's just quickly do that. My dog is like freaking out. Okay, speakers array. Let's just make another array. So this needs, let's have an array inside of an array. Add another array. What the fuck? No, okay, so like this. Do like this, then like this. Make them a bit smaller. Where are the speaker brackets? Okay, here are the brackets. Speaker array brackets, let's name it. And just to make it tidy. Okay, scale down. This and like this a bit less like this, a bit more like this. A bit smaller like this. Damn, looks good, I like that. Let's export as the speakers. Yeah, I think I like that a bit better, but should be like have a curve, because most of the concert speakers have like this curve. Is it? aligned to the axis, yes. Let's make another object, hide this, apply the first two. Okay, like that. We do a little rotation. It's called we do a little rotation. Ooh, now that I like that. Yep, yup, 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 yup. Yeah, a lot of speakers, looks cool. The bracket is huge. Okay, moving forward. Forward momentum. What do we have left in the pipes? Why is this like that? Actually, hide this, export. Okay, so the pipes, I guess. Pipes go next. Okay. Let's try not speaking for a bit. I'll reply to chat, but like, let's just focus on work for a bit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Triangles. So much better not to speak than work. So much more fun also. viewer. Hello, viewer. Yo, what's up, big dog? Always just barely miss the streams. Oh, okay. First time? It's like not much happening. Do you watch the replays? Devlogs, yeah. I should make a new devlog about this game someday. Maybe on the weekend I'll edit up a video if I have like material to show about this game. I should like record some gameplay from this game, explain what it's all about. What do you think about this game? Like, do you miss Cop Car and Dice Guy? I'll probably still finish them like after this game. Cop Car is like should be a good game also when I finish it. Yeah, it's like very loosely. Is my mic up? It's very loosely based on Dune, like basically it's set in the desert, but also it has like a water scarcity, like on Dune. Like there's no water, but people don't wear the still suits like to recycle the water. They actually there's a faction called the Crimson Barons. Like right now I'm making their arena for the blood ritual thingy, like so they basically genetically engineer tumors like this, which grow from the ground, and like they produce corrupted blood. So then the corrupted blood gets pumped and they perform a blood cleaning ritual right here. Like the blood goes up from the sound vibrations, like it's kind of like a rock concert. So a high priest like will be standing here performing like Mongolian throat. Yeah, Kenshi, yeah, exactly, Kenshi. This is like that's mainly one of the coolest looking game I've seen this year. Yeah, thanks, bro. I'm actually really hyped to play this game myself. Like it has the Kenshi based like limb system. Here you can see like removed all of my limbs, like can't punch now, and I can like pick up an arm. I can reattach the arm. Now I can punch with the single arm, so it's like systemic. It's also the development is going really great because like the main character, like the player character, and these NPCs share the same base class, like the humanoid. So like if I implement something on the player or on the NPC, like it crosses over. So I implemented like punching on the player, and the same punching like logic can be used by the NPCs, so it's like development is flying by. It's so crook. Love the art style. Yeah, thanks. It's like the PS 1.5 art style. It's like really crisp, and I'm making it in Unreal Engine, and like Unreal Engine is getting a lot of hate like for the anti-aliasing smearing, but that's basically the weird parts of yeah, and some like weird parts from like, I don't know, occult stuff, like ritual stuff. So like Unreal Engine has like the problem of smearing, like anti-aliasing, ghosting, but I'm using forward rendering, and on Unreal Engine it's like really crisp looking in motion, and all of the edges are sharp. The performance is really good too, actually. Okay, let's get back to making the cage. The gameplay loop. Basically, the game will start like in this bunker, so like the player starts with nothing, basically. Probably he won't even have any limbs like connected, so you just wake up like this with a single leg, and then you equip a few limbs, drink some blood. So that's like the interaction, like tutorial stuff, like, you know, like there's blood, you look, there's a prompt, press F to drink, like this teaches the player like what he needs to do to survive, like just get your blood up. So blood is health and blood is fuel. So actually the gameplay loop is you start off weak like in Kenshi, and then you upgrade your limbs through the game, and it's basically an RPG. So I don't know what's the gameplay loop like in Kenshi. You just make a character and just explore the world. Like I want to build a world like with factions, like the robots need their blood. Yeah, so I think like there should be like organic limbs with like that should affect the blood, but you could actually just have like robotic limbs that don't drain any blood. But of course, from the gameplay loop perspective, like there has to be like resources and resource sinks. So like you gain blood, so that's a resource, and then you have to like from a gameplay perspective spend the blood somewhere. So like that's the currency, I guess. Blood is also a currency, and it heals you and like all of the stuff. So I don't know, I should probably separate like robotic upgrades from the organic upgrades. I have like in the data asset already separated like a tag if a limb is organic or mechanical. Also later on, like, I'll add vehicles, like, because the map is pretty huge. Right now I'm working on a minimal version of the game, just a small demo, like, that I can ship and show to people. So I don't know, I have a lot of like features planned. I have a lot of sticky notes on my monitor, like, of all of these ideas. Like, also I would like to implement what makes it different than Kenshi. Well, first of all, the third person perspective. Like, it's not squad based. You only have one character. You don't have a group of characters. Like, I don't know, I don't really like top down, like, strategy games that much. I like third person controls, like, you know, Fortnite and stuff. So also it won't have only melee combat, it will also have, like, Kenshi has like crossbows and stuff, I think, but this game should have like guns, like pistols, rifles, AKs, a full RPG, yeah. And like, that's the full idea, like, right now for the minimal product. It's like, just keep the scope manageable, just make the game system by system, feature by feature. Also what makes this different from Kenshi, like, I have a sticky note of the idea, like, to have organ slots, so like, so no end game. There is an end game, there will be an end game, like, there will be bosses of the factions, like, you can side with like the evil faction or the good faction. Right now the map is like split like this, like, there's also like a part for a third faction, like neutral faction, I guess, like some traders or something like that. So there's the evil guys, like the genetically engineering stuff. So kind of Fallout, yeah. Also inspired, like, I also like recently played Fallout New Vegas, so the faction system, like, that's really inspired by that. So there will be good guys, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to make like a faction like purely good, like, the good guys will have their problems too, like, maybe they like have pure water, like they live in an oasis, but maybe like they're infertile and maybe they're going extinct, so like there's still conflict. Maybe the bad guys like have some good ideas, like maybe they, I don't know, maybe they like all of the genetically engineered like scorpions like that roam the desert, maybe they keep them in check, like perform like culling of the herds. So yeah, pretty much RPG. I don't know, it's like, I feel like there's a really like a vacuum of games like this on Steam. Like, do you know the game Sword Hero? Did you saw the Kickstarter? It's kind of similar to this, I guess, like, also has like systemic design and you can lose limbs and stuff. Only the setting is like based in medieval times or something. Yeah, vertical slice, that's what I'm after actually, yeah. Exactly. Right now I'm making this area specifically. I'm not working on like separate systems and gameplay because I want to make a trailer like of the blood ritual, like the purifying the blood, so that I can like set up a Steam page and everything. Like if I set up a Steam page without a trailer, like that's hopeless. Like with only screenshots, nobody would care. You need to have like marketing material first. Extremely huge amount of time. Yeah, like for the finished product, of course, for all the planned features, but like features can be cut. Like for the demo, I don't think like I should have that much of a time budget. Like maybe in 2 months I could have like a small playable demo, maybe even in a month or so. Like right now there's basically there's combat, there's AI, like it's very crude. Like let's turn on the I meant full game. Yeah, sure. I mean, for the full game it's like a long time. Like Kenshi I think took over 10 years to make, but it's also like made by one guy. I'm working on this game like full time right now. I quit my job, like a shitty like warehouse job, have some money saved up. I can work like full time like for at least like 2 years, I guess, without any stress. Like, but yeah, not gonna take 2 years to ship something. I'm gonna ship something fast. Doing the basics perfectly in a short rewarding experience is always better, just an opinion. Yeah, sure. Like I'm focusing on the vertical slice. Like I'm gonna polish up the game, the slice, before shipping it, definitely. Like the animations are like so bad right now, it's so clunky. Yeah, he used Ogre 3D engine. It's really bare bones. It's like only the basically takes care of the rendering and like all of the deep like systems of the game engine, like entities, like all of the object managing and stuff. Yeah, he has a big dick, like big dick energy, big dick developer energy. And like he did he self-publish, I think, or does he have a publisher? Let's see. Yeah, he's even self-published, like, yeah. So he's like didn't sell out at all, like this is fully his vision. Damn, Kenshi is a cool game. I wish someone would make a third person Kenshi. Oh wait. Oh wait. Yeah. I mean, it does have like some like direction. It's not like a full sandbox. Like there's kinda quests. I mean, the bounties like lead you in certain places to explore. But yeah, exploration is a big part of Kenshi. It's actually really fun to explore games like when you don't know anything about a game and you just get dropped in. Okay, so the cage looks... The scale is good on the cage right now. There's like 2 guys stuck in the cage. Let's delete one of them. Okay, so there should probably be like holes inside of the cage, like on the cage that their arms stick out of. Let's try that idea. starting to look like a face, like there's teeth like here, like eyes here, like maybe I should go with the skull shape. I don't know. I'm gonna go walk my dog. Stream is over for now. I'm gonna also go to the gym afterwards, so like I don't know, a new stream will be up like maybe 3 p.m. after 4 hours or something like that. Okay, bye.